All right.
Bum 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 bum
Bum,
bum.
bum, bum.
Oh man. Critically Unfocused Week 4 NFL recap.
Week
Thank you
4.
for tuning in. Week 4. What's up with y'all boys, man?
Man, I'm on a high. Chargers won yesterday. 2-0 in fantasy this week. Making some money. It's great.
And I
Having a
went
great time.
3-0,
You hit on some tickets?
2-0
No,
in fantasy. No. Raiders finally won. I've been waiting a month. For this.
Good things come to those who wait.
God damn, man.
Welcome
It's
to
tough.
the Victorious
It's
Club.
tough. At least it was a good easy win, front to back, no drama. Didn't have you on the edge of your seat at any point in time.
Man, fuck Russell Wilson, man. Fuck.
Yeah, Russ is some crap.
Fucking dickhead, man.
I saw his numbers. His numbers didn't look bad. Like, did he look like shit? Or
no, he had me fucking worried all day. I fucking was like borderline diarrhea all day. It fucking stunk. Raiders stink.
Russ is We'll get to that game. All right, yeah, you know who's back in the building. It's your boys. But Casey put in overtime today. He had the day off, but he's never not working. My man perused the all 22 film to give to the people. He did the work. He did the math.
I did. I was like, man, I want to be ready today. I fucking watched the Chargers game. I watched the Jags game, and then I watched the Raiders game. Just so I knew we were going to spend the most time on all of those.
Yep.
And I just wanted to be ready. And that experience of watching those games with like no commercials, no cuts. It's like play by play by play. I felt like I was on crystal meth. Like I was like trying to do other shit, and then I was like, wait, no, fuck, I missed it, and then
I missed 8 plays.
Yeah, I fucking hit rewind, and I'm going back 8 plays, and yeah, it was an experience. But I'm gonna start for the people. I'm gonna start doing that every single Monday, so that I have just a carnal knowledge of everything that happened.
Your wife is going to be treating you like Tom Brady's wife in the next 6 weeks.
That is my commitment to you. She goes, what are you doing? And I go, oh, no, I'm just studying for the pod tonight. And she goes, studying what? And I said, oh, what happened? She goes, you watched all these games yesterday. And I said, not like this. I did not watch it like this.
You think you watched more all 22 than Urban Meyer?
Probably. I told her, I go, we could just start going out on Sundays, and then on Mondays, I'm just going to absorb all the football like this, and it might actually be better for me. I don't know.
Less stressful, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm just going to watch my fantasy scores on Sunday, and then I will absorb all football in a 30-minute fucking concentrated crack rock that I got today.
You and these drug references, man. You killing me.
Jamal, I love drugs.
Hey, shout out to you. Oh, man. Let me pull up these. What game y'all want to go over first? Tyrell, you are muted. You're talking.
I want you to go over whatever is happening to your microphone.
Yeah.
For some reason.
You sound like your microphone is a wrestling buddy, and you are putting it in a fucking stone cold stutter.
He's just a little special. You're muted. What is you're acting like this is your first day out here? Okay, you're professional. Be professional.
Yeah, I'm good now,
yes,
right?
You are.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Yes, you don't gotta do the 1 2 1.
What is this?
None of this is.
Kyle Shanahan really does own Sean McVay like a little brother.
It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing.
Woof.
But yeah, I want to talk about the Thursday game. I didn't really care about the game. There's only 2 things that mattered. The all-white jerseys that the Bengals got, nice. Tua,
that is nice.
Rest in peace, I think. I don't know if he survived.
Smooth brain.
Bro, what's your
brother?
problem?
They showed that when that seen him on that ground, he had his fingers twisted up like he got. Hey, look, his fingers were twisted up in a way that I didn't think was possible because it was like a hard press down thumb, fingers curled over. It looked like he had a bunion on his hand. That was a lot.
They showed
it neighborhood.
They shoot it 15 too many times. Yeah, and he was definitely Gerson Park Killers in that. I don't know what was going on, but they showed
that was crazy.
way too many. They showed it way too many times.
They said I got home and I didn't watch it live, and they said he was on the ground for 7 minutes. If I'm watching a football game and someone's on the ground for 7 minutes, I'm leaving because I'm assuming there's a dead body in front of me.
Yeah,
That's a long ass time to just be on the ground.
I'm flipping it to
That
baseball.
is a long time.
I'm flipping into baseball, and it's crazy because that was like a follow up concussion to the first one because that hit wasn't that hard. Like that was a hit that like happens. Somebody might be dazed for a second, but usually pops right back up and starts playing. He went into like a full blown seizure. That was definitely a traumatic brain injury number 2 for that week.
It was fucked up. I was listening to a podcast today, and they said that the weight difference, like the weight and size difference between the guy who tackled him and him, was the difference between a 15-year-old and a fucking 4th grader. So a 9-year-old and a 15-year-old.
That's a wild ass like way to frame that.
Yeah.
Who did that math?
130 pounds difference. A full
Christ.
high school freshman difference was the guy grabbing Tua versus Tua.
Absurd. That's a lot of G-force directly on your noggin.
Yes.
But yeah, the game was relatively uneventful aside from that, so I have no other comments. Just need to talk about CTE. Oh,
Hope he's good. I know he's definitely not playing this week.
yeah, they've already rolled him out. He's already rolled out.
Yeah, he got his brain looked like some jerky.
Okay.
An omelet.
Nah, his brain
So
is
then-
fucked. Yeah.
I would say I'm torn on this, but I don't even really feel like I'm torn. Who the fuck, other than people that live overseas, want these London games? Like, I don't like waking up at 8 a.m. early as fuck on a Sunday, and then the game is halfway over. Like, the game was over by like 9:30.
I left fucking Alvin Kamara in like an asshole in my leagues. Wake up 0. I'm still gonna win, thank God. The only thing that was great was watching the fucking cast of Ted Lasso lose their shit in the audience. They're over there filming right now, and they all went to the game together, and they were just fucking letting it rip. That's
hilarious.
Otherwise,
see that.
burn that game in hell. Like
Yeah.
they're playing another one, and then they're playing a game in Germany. Even Tom Brady doesn't deserve to play a game in Germany, man. What the
Who the fuck wants a football game in Germany? Are the Germans asking for that?
Fuck no. That is that American imperialism. Like
It really is.
we are the best. You like our sports the best, man. No one gives a fuck about any of that over there.
Yeah.
They used to have
It
NFL
can't,
Europe back in the day. I remember that.
yeah,
What'd you say?
they stay there though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's a little
Tell me-
different.
Yeah,
Talking about NFL Europe.
yeah,
That was an NFL property as well. They did that shit.
yeah.
No, fuck.
I just the quality. This was like the first good Sunday super early morning game that we've had of the last 8 years. Typically, the blowouts happening by the time we get up over here.
Terrible. Yeah.
But like they talk about, like, oh, we don't want Thursday then Sunday, like these short turnarounds. You fly motherfuckers to London to play a game at like a super odd time for your body clock, and then we always get dog shit games. Fortunately, this one was decent, but
we
get rid of it.
We woke up at 8:00 to find out that Justin Jefferson is good at football, and then it was like, oh, okay, yeah. The rest of it was terrible. Oh, and that Andy Dalton still has an incredible head of hair.
It is thick.
God,
It is a thick orange
Yeah.
mop.
like yeah.
Nah, usually them London games do suck ass most of the time.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're so hell bent on like trying to grow the fan base out there. Like
I don't get it.
they know the players aren't happy. It's like let's keep it a buck, man. Like the NFL's what 70-75% black. Black people don't want to fly all the way over there and eat beans on toast.
Man,
That's
I saw a lot of black folks in the stands wearing
Yep.
jerseys. I text you guys that morning, and I was like, imagine 3 months ago you bought tickets, you fucking got airfare, hotels, all that stuff. You fucking got over to foggy London town. You're like, the food sucks. Fuck it, we're gonna go to the game. You wake up, you check your phone. Jameis out, Michael Thomas out, Alvin Kamara out. You look at each other and you're like, fuck, man. Like, we still gotta fuck.
And I still got to go to Wembley. Ugh.
Fucking Tottenham Hotspurs Stadium or whatever the fuck.
I remember Blake
Hotspurs.
went to one of the games over there when they lived in Germany. He went to a London game. And it sounds
yeah,
like it
he
got to be
did.
hella military people because if you're flying over there, to watch the 1-2 at the time Saints, you're out of your fucking mind. You're out of your mind.
Man, the stars aligned. The stars aligned a couple years ago, and the Seahawks were playing the Raiders. And Nadia's like, "Hey, you want to go?" And I go, "Man, I'm not trying to go all the way over there to watch a dog shit game. I didn't even know what was going to happen." And the Raiders got the fucking doors blown off, and I was saved us $7,000 or whatever.
$7,000 and a long flight next to someone who would have been laughing in your face.
Yo, paying $7,000 to watch your team get fucking smokes gotta be crazy.
I would have made her jerk me off on the ride home or something. It would have been something. I would have
hit it with the.
I would have got my money back.
You get put on the fucking no-fly list because you tried to poke on the plane. Justin Jefferson look good. Kirk Cousins looked like Kirk Cousins. Chris Olave good at football. Also, Latavius Murray, who was 11 for 57 in this game with a touchdown, now played for the Broncos. Somehow. No, he played for the Broncos now. They just said they're picking him up for Javonte Williams, and I'm not really sure how that worked since he played football yesterday.
So
Latavius Murray.
That means he can't play until next week, I think, because you got to sit out there's a full 7 calendar days before you can play again. Yeah, because that happened with Zach Ertz. Remember, he got traded. They played on a Thursday
after the game.
Yeah, they played on a Thursday. They traded him, and they're like, "Oh, can he play on Sunday?" But it's something in the CBA where you got to play full, 7 days or something.
A full week. That would have been fire if he could play. Oh man, did you guys watch any of the best offense in the NFL with the number one quarterback in the NFL playing at all?
The Falcons?
No, I'm talking about the Seattle Seahawks and Geno Smith put up 48 points in Detroit.
The Detroit Lions, the only team ever to, by week 4, give up 160 points and to score 160 points in NFL history.
It's absurd. Doug, they said that they've scored 35 points a game and they've given up 35.3 points a game. They're outscoring their opponents and losing.
They are the down Fouts 1971 fucking San Diego Chargers.
Hey, well, that was unnecessary.
Hey man, come on. I'm just saying.
I can't believe they let you don't do all that.
Damn it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just saying they are giving up a lot and they are getting a lot as well.
If I was to read these stats, I'm going to read these stats off to you. You would not think that this was the team that lost their franchise quarterback in the offseason. Geno Smith, 23 for 30, 322 touchdowns. Rashad Penny, 17 carries, 151 yards, 2 touchdowns. Geno also had a rushing touchdown. DK Metcalf went 7 for 149 and no touchdown. You got a 150-yard receiver and rusher with Geno Smith at quarterback. Meanwhile, Russell Wilson, I don't think it scored 48 points combined for the entire season. Geno Smith is the future somehow?
DK Metcalf caught a ride on the cart to go take a shit. I think he shit his white pants and he didn't want to walk out, so he made the cart drive him out.
He tweeted out the clinch walk was not going to get it done. That mustard would have slipped out. And then on the same token, I just read those stats. You look at the fucking Lions stats, they're even better. Goff, 26 for 40, 378, 4 touchdowns and a pick. Jamal Williams, 19 carries, 108 yards, 2 touchdowns. TJ Hawkinson, 8 receptions, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Fuck TJ Hawkinson.
Because
he had 48 points in our fantasy league.
Because of he had 48 points in everybody's fantasy league.
On the bench, probably, too.
Because of my wife, I watched way more of that game than I should have. And goddamn, Jared Goff looked like Joe Montana reincarnate, like a fucking phoenix coming out of the ashes. He was cooking yesterday. God damn.
It doesn't make any sense.
It looked like another episode of Hard Knocks. It was fucking wild how good he looked yesterday. And then I could not wait for that game to end. I was like, babe, I need to turn this shit off because the Raider game's on. Come on. I just went downstairs. I was like, oh, fuck it. I'll come back up when it's over.
Yeah, dude, Jared Goff's not bad. He's been to a Super Bowl and he's put up some decent numbers. It's just would you guys say he's average or he's better than average?
I think he's a good what do they call they call white quarterbacks? Game managers? What do they call them?
Game managers.
Yeah. He's one of those. He's one of those game managers.
He very much. Oh my god! I'm in this fantasy league that has really fucked up scoring. Like I scored almost 200 points this week. It's really dumb.
I love. Give him to me. Give him to me. Give me the stats. I love them.
The only reason I even looked at this is because I was like, oh, this fucked up league that has this weird scoring. T.J. Hawkinson, like Damian Pierce had 35 points after his touchdown run in this league, which doesn't make any sense. I was like, oh, T.J. Hawkinson probably had like 90. He had 49, but the person who has him on his team on his bench didn't even play him for David Njoku. Hate to see it. Yeah, my goodness. The Lions are. I feel like they're going to be in this same cycle forever, where it's like we get really excited. Like they've gotten to the point where they're good enough that people are going to get excited about them, and then you're going to watch them play and fuck games off just ridiculously every week. Because I think last year every single loss was by 7 points. This year has been basically the same thing. You score 45. You score 45 points and lose. You got to start firing people. Like your defensive coordinator got to go today. And I hate that we had to see him on.
They don't got no players on defense like that, though. They got to start getting some talent on
defense. You can't give up 48 points
after
you blew a lead the week before.
Tough. Yeah,
that's fucking tough.
Point.
You know what else is tough? Zach Wilson. That brother's ass.
Oh, my God. I watched the whole fourth quarter of that game, and fuck your mama, he was out there throwing fucking ducks. He looked so pumped up to do it, and he
does be looking happy as hell.
God damn, man, a fucking Nadia. They showed him on the sideline, and he has that fucking headband on, and Nadia goes,
"Yep,
he looks like the fucking bad guy in every karate movie where like he's the guy who's like about to kick the protagonist's ass." And I was like, but instead of kicking his ass, he's gonna have sex with his mom. And then I had to explain that whole thing because she had not heard anything about that.
Yep.
And then we had a therapy session after that where she was like, "Why?"
He looks like a Disney high school movie villain.
Yes, he does.
And that's the crazy thing. He has the look of being a fucking asshole. Like he definitely used to bully kids. He's obviously always been good at sports, so he used to bully kids. And the fact that he smashed his mom's best friend, like that I know like he's probably friends with the kids of that mom. And he's like, I'm gonna fuck your mom, watch. And did it. He would probably make that threat in high school and people were like, whatever. And he probably fucking with his mom. Nah, I don't like Zach Wilson. He gives me bad vibes.
But you look at his ex-girlfriend and then you look at the lady who he supposedly smashed, and I have a hard time figuring out which one is which. Like which one was going to the PTA meeting.
Does his ex-girlfriend look old or does the mom's friend look young?
Young. The mom's friend looked young.
Okay.
I'm not mad. But either way, I'm not mad at him.
Sure.
That's her fault, but it is like I don't know. The ex-girlfriend blowing the whistle when she was hooking up with his best friend.
It was very low. It was very low of her.
Yeah, that's tough.
I love that most of these games are so dog shit. We don't want to talk about the games. It's like let's gossip about the players' fucking moms. This is great. I hate the Jets.
I'll spend 45 minutes talking about that Bills Ravens game though. That
was a good one. Kenny Pickett also got his debut.
Fuck him.
Equally as ass.
He took 2 goal line touchdowns away from Najee Harris. He can fucking eat my ass. I don't care. I don't care if he is the hometown hero. Fuck him and its long hair and all of that. He can fuck Mitch Trubisky, helmet on the sideline, just looking pissed. Like, goddamn, I can't believe I got pulled from his butt. To watch him score 2 fucking touchdowns. Throw them both in a fire, Mitch Trubisky and fucking Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, having your backup quarterback running for 2 touchdowns when Najee had 18 carries, yikes, that's tough.
For 49 yards and no touchdown, fucking ass.
Kenny Pickett had 100% completion percentage though. He went 10 for 13, no touchdowns, 3 picks. Every single ball was caught by somebody.
He threw 3 picks.
His only 3 incompletions were picks. Everybody caught a ball,
and they were like moon balls too. He threw some fucking. He thought he was back in college playing a fucking FBS school or something. Like it was.
Yeah. Chase Claypool absolutely sold him. Chase Claypool might be the most disappointing like potential superstar I've ever seen. Like that first year he came out, I was like, oh, he's 6'5", really fucking fast, catches everything, like gets out in traffic. He has been absolute dog shit since that first season. Like absolutely ass.
I thought he was going to be that deal.
He had 0 catches, 0 yards yesterday, and he had he dropped the ball that was Pickett's first pick that he should have caught because it hit him in both hands and his chest.
Soft.
Yeah, but George Pickens, the exact opposite of soft, 6 for 102. He's looking like the real deal, even though he doesn't have a quarterback.
He balled.
Yeah, that motherfucker is ridiculous.
He looked fucking country strong yesterday. He looked real good.
He country strong.
Matt Stafford just threw a pick 6.
I know you're lying.
Yeah. Talanoa Hufanga, 52 yards for 6.
I don't like that. Oh, thank God. I have Matt Stafford. I'm beating Therese by 5 points in our fantasy league. And I have Matt Stafford at quarterback. I was like, the only thing he can't do is throw picks. So
and pick 6s, you get like minus points for him too.
24-9.
The Rams stink, Bubba. All right. What?
I wish the 49ers stunk more though. God damn it.
Yeah. This. Oh yeah, your boy is gonna be in here for, I'm sure.
I hate them. I probably have 47 unread text messages.
Now that I felt it when I was watching it yesterday, but it was a lot of dog shit games. Giants Bears is our next one. Nothing. We watched a good chunk of that game just because it was like, it's on right now. Nothing good happened in that game. There was not a single good thing that I saw. Daniel Jones looked bad.
Saquon had a good game.
Yeah, you want to know what? Similar to Kenny Pickett, Daniel Jones' bitch ass had 2 rushing touchdowns instead of Saquon. Saquon went 31 for 146 and didn't get his 2 touchdowns. You fucking bitch, you. What is happening?
Terrible.
Daniel Jones, I don't think he's going to be out of the league next year, but that 3-1 is tricking us because he is bad.
I watched them put a whole roll of tape on his ankle, and then they sent him out there to be a decoy, like a wide receiver decoy. I watched way too much of that game as well. I have no idea why I was watching that game, but I watched them spat his ankle with a fucking Charmin roll of tape.
It looked like a literal gag. Like it looked like it was a gag. Like this is a joke. This is not happening.
I got the notification that they was running Wildcat.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, and somehow Saquon still couldn't score.
Yeah, he just went out there and set. He was even checking with the ref. He was like, "Am I on? Am I on the line?" And then fucking he was. They were playing 10 on 11 out there. God, goodness gracious.
I can't figure this out with Justin Fields, and I'm usually the guy that's like real big on don't judge people their first couple of years, especially when they're in bad situations. But again, just he doesn't do anything that really looks good. Even when he starts to run, it's not all that impressive.
He stinks.
Yeah, he's stinking out loud. And I was like that with Trevor last year. It was I don't think it's him. It's a bad situation. He's been a top 5 quarterback since he was 13 years old. Same thing with Justin Fields. But it's Bubba, I don't see it. I don't see the vision. With Jalen Hurts, who I was big on early, you could see certain plays. It was the motherfucker can make it happen. He's accurate. He's really a great runner. Justin Fields ain't got it. I don't like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's disgusting out in the windy city.
Yeah. I think he went 11 for 22 yesterday.
Okay, 50%.
147 yards.
Yeah. That's better than last week. Improvement.
He's yet to throw 200 yards in a game all year.
We getting there.
He's inching closer by the week.
It's weed.
Hey, man, I like Justin Fields. I want him to be good. I thought he was going to be my quarterback last year.
You did have all the knockups.
You should be glad that he is not.
But don't worry, we'll talk about shitty quarterbacks soon enough. Your time is coming.
Whoa.
Speaking of shit teams, though, the Titans and the Colts played. The Colts can't figure them out. I guess they're doing the same thing. They're basically scoring 17 points every week, and it just depends if their defense is going to be good. They beat the Chiefs scoring, I think, 17, tied at 20, lost the game scoring 0. Yeah, I can't figure them out either. I thought they were.
Their line is bad, bro.
Their line is ass.
I cannot believe they won that game yesterday. That game looked over from the first quarter, and then somehow I just saw on the fucking ticker on the bottom that they had won because I had cut that game.
Were you talking about the Colts?
Yes, good.
The Colts lost.
No.
Yeah, it was 24-17.
Yeah, the Titans beat them.
I'm tripping. So again, I almost lost my mind thinking that the fucking Colts won. I just clicked on the link. Yeah, okay, my bad. Never mind. They should have lost by 100. I apologize.
They should have. They should have lost by 100 because you know what? Jonathan Taylor, Number 1 overall pick in everybody in their mom fantasy league. He's getting 20 carries.
You motherfuckers that picked him first.
It's uglier than a masterpiece sneaker. 20 carries, 42 yards, 2.1 yards a carry. On the other side of the field, though, I'm convinced at this point Derrick Henry is just like a diesel engine, and he doesn't matter how good a shape he's in, he needs 2 weeks for the season to get warmed up. Because once the motherfucker's warmed up, he's good.
He's a T1000. He is.
Yeah.
He is a cyber fucking organism that is. Oh
Yep.
God. Yeah, I don't.
Whatever you can think of.
Yeah.
He went 22 for 114 and a touchdown and looked like every bit of the Derrick Henry we know and love. Which is, I feel like he probably took the Jonathan Taylor shit personal last year. Like, I'm not convinced that he wasn't throwing on a linebacker's jersey, Harold Landry's jersey, and going out there on defense, getting the stops, because he was running with a mission yesterday. It was like, I'm still that guy.
I saw a stat that what is it? Carson Wentz had 4 fumbles last year, and Matt Ryan has 10 already.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
he does put the ball. He's been putting the ball on the ground a lot now. It's like every time he gets hit hard, he's fumbling. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Tom Brady done tricked everybody because people just think it's now normal for guys to be good at 38, 39,
and
40,
like hella
50,
old. It's like, bro, not everybody's Brady. Like
most
the only person
careers
that's probably
it's
gonna
like,
be good that old is Aaron Rodgers. He'll probably be next.
Yeah.
But
I want to talk about that game next.
Oh, which one? Hold on.
The fucking Pats or the Bucks and Packers. Good
Oh,
God.
we have to. Oh wait, no, that was last week. They played the Chiefs. Oh wait, how much?
Pats. And
yeah, we can talk about that one. I'll save our teams for the end. Let me get their stats pulled up. Pats Packers. I thought Aaron Rodgers was good. I was told he was a good quarterback. And at no point did he look like he had any desire to win that game until they won the game.
For all the critically unfocused fans out there, I'm going to tell you this right now. Aaron Rodgers is fucking washed.
He's I can't wait for Blake to listen to this tomorrow. He's about to cry a little bit.
Is washed.
He didn't look good. He hasn't really looked good at all this season. But I was told he can make any receiver look good. So I don't want to hear the receiver's excuse. They said he made everybody look good.
Bill Belichick almost beat him with a guy named Bailey Zappi.
who went 10 for 15, 99 yards.
Creative player Bailey Zappi. Like, you draft him on a fucking Madden season. He's a 7th rounder out of wherever the fuck he went, Western Kentucky.
Western Kentucky. How do we both say Western Kentucky?
Hilltoppers up.
Everybody.
Bailey Zappi almost went in there to Lambeau. Fucking Aaron Rodgers threw only his 2nd pick 6 at Lambeau ever. 106 games.
That's his 2nd pick 6 ever?
106 games at Lambeau in his career. That's only his 2nd pick 6 at Lambeau ever, and it looked real bad.
That's crazy.
He is high key, wash, throw him in the trash. I would take him right now, though.
Did you know that Bailey Zappi went to Western Kentucky?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I was just pulling out of my ass. That makes sense why you said it.
I was trying to be funny, but at the same time, I like Western Kentucky.
You're just so smart.
Funny. It is a funny thing to say. Yeah.
I'm looking at this picture of Bailey Zappi, and because I barely watched this game yesterday, I didn't know what he looked like. I feel like if Bailey Zappi walked up to me in a Bailey Zappi jersey, punched me in my mouth, and said, "I'm New England Patriots starting quarterback Bailey Zappi," I'd be like, "Who the fuck was that?" He's the most plain looking motherfucker I've ever seen. He looks like Mac Jones, like is cosplaying as a different person.
He looks like his name is Bailey Zappi.
Man, he's about to get paid for the next 8 years to be Bailey fucking Zappi in New England.
He looks like He looks like I tried to draw a white person.
You try to draw a white person.
Bill Belichick is interesting to me because it feels like he's trying to prove points. Like, he doesn't have an actual offensive coordinator. He doesn't have a quarterback. He got 2 receivers or 2 running backs that he hates. He has 97 receivers that none are good. Didn't realize Lil Jordan Humphrey was on his roster. I'm surprised Bill Belichick would sign a motherfucker named Lil Jordan.
I felt like he has never felt more alive than that game.
100%.
He was engorged. He had a prediction going into that game. I'm gonna beat Aaron Rodgers with a fucking bum today. He knew that he was gonna win.
We would have seen the first like happy Bill Belichick press conference if he would have won that game. Because No, I didn't.
He was just like
No.
Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he went out there and was Aaron Rodgers. What are you gonna do
Yeah,
with
he would.
Aaron Rodgers?
He would have lost his fucking mind. Yeah, that's great. I kind of hope Bailey Zappi keeps going for a while. It's entertaining, and I just know like Bill just can't get enough of it. Like if Bill's probably perfectly fine with them being 1-3 right now because they're in every game. And if Bailey Zappi wins him a game, I feel like he's gonna retire on the spot.
Yeah.
How long is Mac Jones supposed to be out?
4 to 6.
Who knows? He has high ankle sprain.
I think what y'all think of Mac Jones? I feel like he's kind of looked bad this year.
He's looked worse than last year for sure.
Yeah.
But no, he doesn't have an offensive coordinator.
Gritty. After he did that gritty last week, I'm like that gritty looked racist as fuck.
I'm ready to retire. Can we retire that shit? By the way,
no, fuck no. We can't retire it because when Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase do it, that shit looks hella cool. You know what made me mad? Zach Wilson did the gritty after he caught that fucking touchdown. It actually looked kind of good.
Yeah, his didn't look bad, but the Mac Jones will look so racist, bro. I'm like, we gotta retire that. We need something new. We need to start moonwalking.
Make up something else,
yeah.
Obviously, no offense, Casey.
Can't do that shit.
Obviously, no offense. Why white people got to ruin everything? White people see some cool shit and they're like, "Hey, fuck that up."
Hold on, because I think Cam Newton ruined the dab, and because that shit, I'm telling you what, there isn't anyone more wavy than Cam Newton, and he ruined that shit.
He's too big to be dabbing.
I'm gonna disagree. I think I agree tangentially because Cam Newton made little white kids start doing the dab, and that's what ruined it. Because he'd go up to the stands and deal with some little kid from fucking Spartansburg.
It's a gateway drug.
It's a gateway drug. The cool thing about the Dougie was white people didn't have enough rhythm to do the Dougie, so we got to keep that one for a long time. But like him.
That was the only one I did. God damn.
Oh, fuck. Oh, Christ. Let's talk.
That and the whole Soldier Boy dance. That was the only two things I could.
Oh, you got technical because it was two technically complicated dances.
I walked into a party one time, and it was right when that song had come out.
Which song?
The Soldier Boy fucking.
Crank That?
Yeah, Crank That. And, so that party. So hold on a second. That party ended with me and the only other two white guys in the party getting escorted out by the police with like flashlights on the ground to make sure we didn't trip over anything. And my buddy and I, the guy who was throwing the party, we still talk about that, where he was getting questioned afterwards, like he was holding us hostage. And I was like, no, man, we were having a great time. And I have never ever forgot the words to that song or the moves to that dance, because a very beautiful black woman taught me all the moves to it, and I have never forgot it.
I lost my virginity to Crank That.
I love that for you.
Nah, it was trash. It was random. But.
Crank That hog? What the fuck are you talking about? You lost your virginity to Crank That? What?
Antonio Brown?
Nah. Wow. It was on a playlist and it just popped up. I was like, oh, wow. As soon as I entered.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm getting out the pussy to go turn Crank That off. That's crazy. That girl probably hates listening to that song to this day.
Yeah, fuck that song.
God, I feel like I did this a lot last year. Going through every game. The Browns-Falcons game, I watched that game as a Browns fan, and it was tough to watch. Because you'd look up and the Browns were doing like good stuff, and then they'd remember they didn't have a quarterback, so they'd get to like the goal line or like the 20-yard line and be like, oh yeah, we can't do anything here. They lost to the Falcons
Nick Chubb
20-23.
You know a Browns fan? Oh, KJ was a Browns fan this week?
Yep. He got his little rotation though.
That's good.
Nick Chubb had 19 carries for 118 yards. Like he looked really good every time he touched the ball. Didn't seem to be getting the ball enough. But I think, yeah. David Njoku was their leading receiver, 5 receptions for 73. Never a good thing. Jacoby Brissett, really, I'm pretty sure Jacoby Brissett's one of our Ohio listeners. We do have a couple. I think he's one of them. because he really leaned into the first black quarterback of all time thing. He had a rushing touchdown. He pulled the sock down so you could see the knee brace, just to let you know, like, hey, I'm not mobile. Yeah, he really leaned into that.
He was getting loose on that touchdown run. I saw that.
Yeah, the 6-yard touchdown run. He did juke 2 people.
It's those baggy sleeves, man. They like hypnotize people when he's.
It's disgusting. Doesn't Daniel Jones have baggy sleeves too?
Yeah, they both have those like Phil Simms fucking baggy Jeff Hostetler ass fucking sleeves.
I don't understand. I feel like we're getting closer. Marcus Mariota might have saved his job for another week. He didn't really look good. 7 for 19, 139. Didn't do anything that jumped off the screen. But
Kyle Pitts had 1 catch this week.
Yeah, thanks for not trading him to me. That was great. I really appreciate that.
You just said that last week. You best.
He went 1 for 25. And they need to get Kyle Pitts a quarterback because he was the king, the prince who was promised, and we're not seeing any of that.
What if he sucks?
I don't think he's. I feel like
I can't buy that. I cannot take in that information and have it be true.
No, when you see him catch his balls, like, yo, he looks different. Like,
yeah, he just never catches them.
Linebackers can't come because they don't throw him the ball. Can you imagine if he got like 15 targets a game?
They barely threw the ball 15 times this week.
Imagine if he could get 10 to 12 targets. He should get like 10 to 15 targets a game.
He's getting covered by linebackers. Like they're not.
He'd probably be open. It's Marcus Mariota.
But what happened last year? Matt Ryan wasn't getting him the ball either.
He had 1,000 yards last year.
Yeah, but he's caught 1 touchdown in the United States of America.
Oh, he caught a touchdown this year?
Yeah, last week.
Yeah, last week was his first one in the U.S. That's crazy that we have to specify. They kept every time they would show this game, they were showing another number 42, and I was like, damn, did Cordell Patterson change his number? They had some motherfucker named Caleb Huntley.
They didn't even bring him into the fourth quarter. They didn't even. Yeah. Cordero was a scratch, and they were like, "Oh, fuck that. We need to get him in here."
Got to bring the practice squad guy in. He looked good, 10 for 56 on a touchdown. Yeah. The Browns defense is not what we were told the Browns defense was.
Lies. All lies.
They didn't have a leader out there.
A lot of people was doing some capping based off of like just preseason shit. Like the Packers were supposed to be this juggernaut on defense.
They lied to us about the Packers. They lied to us about the Colts. They lied to us about the Browns. They lied to us about the Raiders.
Myles Garrett didn't play.
I don't care how many wins they get. The Broncos were a lie as well. You know who never told a lie in his life though? Best quarterback in the the only good quarterback in the NFC East, Cooper Rush.
Woo!
That brother's on fire. He looks extremely mid.
I texted my buddy who's a Cowboy fan today, and I go, man, can you imagine how the money Double J would save if he just extended Cooper Rush and dumped Dak?
Ooh,
that probably hella dead cap though.
It probably is.
I don't care. I like probably because Dak sucks.
Yeah, they can figure something out.
Dak sucks.
You know who else sucks? Zeke. 7 years later, in that draft that they had, where it was like, damn, they got their franchise quarterback and franchise running back. 7 years later, neither of them can stay healthy, and one of them fat and slab or like sick. Like,
I saw Zeke have a few big plays. Like he was doing all right out there.
What do you think Zeke's stat line was, Jamal?
I'm gonna say 15 carries for 73 yards and like 3 catches for like 37.
19 for 49 and 2 catches for 32.
Okay.
He had 70 yards total. Go ahead.
As a fellow lover of pot roast, like Zeke is, I get it, but yeah, he I don't know if it's too much candy or I don't know what it is, but he fell off a cliff.
I guarantee you it's too much liquor. I guarantee you he drinks too much.
God.
Because every time I've seen him in 3 years, time I've seen him in the offseason, he is drunk.
He's living his life, man. He having fun.
His life like he's playing in the 1970s NFL. You think that's it? It's like right when the game's over, he's drinking, and then it's just like, Oh man,
I don't see any reason to think otherwise. Another stinker though, Carson Wentz, 25 for 42, 170, 1 tutty, 2 picks. Not ideal.
We did not get the fourth quarter Terry that we were all hoping for.
Brother, I kept
I was telling people like, man, Case put me on. It was I didn't even put 2 and 2 together before this week. 2 for 15, so it kept the hope alive, which was worse. I could have just wrote him off early in the game, like, okay, it's not his day. 2 for 15.
This is my first my doctoral thesis. Fucking, this was a strike against it this week that he did not come alive. He did not come alive in the fourth quarter. I was waiting. I was like, garbage time, Tub. Here it comes.
Yep.
Fucking
I was
yelling.
waiting.
I'm
Ooh,
yelling.
he had Diggs covering him though.
Yeah.
You
Diggs
did.
was
Hey,
on him.
Who fucking cared? Fuck that.
Hey, Trevon Diggs might be nice, man.
I'll say it once, and I'll say it once only. Trayvon Diggs, good at football.
Trick or treat.
He's good at football. He's not giving out a lot of treats.
Nah,
It's a whole lot of tricking. It's a whole lot of tricking going on.
People up, man.
Which one's the trick and which one's the treat? But, yeah.
Dude.
I can't either. It depends on who's coming from it. Carson Wentz only saw tricks. The Cowboys only saw treats.
Tricking.
Is he the best
just
corner in
tricking.
football right now?
No.
No, what's his
I don't
name?
know.
What's his name from the Dolphins? Xavier Howard.
Xavier Howard.
I don't know, man. Trevon Diggs had 11 picks last year.
Xavier Howard had like 10 the year before that, I'm pretty sure. Or 9.
They don't look as cool though.
It's because he was 25. Is that why?
Yeah, tweet. I don't know. Nah, dude, Trevon Diggs have been locking up this year, man. Like
Yes.
Terry McLaurin's good and Jamar Chase is good. He had both of them in hell this year.
Yeah, this is facts. I've been spending the last like 24 hours trying to figure out who I think is going to be fired first in Baltimore, because somebody's got to get fired soon. Like, I don't know if it's Greg Roman with his dog shit play calling, or if it's just like Harbaugh. I don't know if it's their GM for putting together a dog shit roster. Because I mean, I guess they got names on defense. Their offense is not good. If we were to redraft the NFL, there's one player on their offense that I think is going to 2 players on the offense that go in the top 250.
What 2 players?
That's a big
Lamar and Mark Andrews.
Okay. Yeah.
Nobody else on that offense. Ronnie Stanley isn't playing, I don't think. I don't think anybody else on that offense.
He's been hurt a lot lately, too, man. He might not be the same when he gets back.
Their center's good, too, right? Isn't their center supposed to be pretty
They just drafted Lindenbaum, the rookie that was
yeah.
supposed to be super nice, and he's kind of whatever. They had you were thinking of Marshall Yanda, who's now retired.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is not good. Lamar went 20 for 29, 144, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 11 for 73 on the ground. So running back numbers. But he's throwing to the team was led in receptions by Devin Duvernay.
Hey, he might be good this year. I don't know, man. Devin Duvernay might be
He's good
solid.
at returning the ball. Yes, he's good at.
I think he's a cool receiver now.
He doesn't think he's a cool receiver now.
I don't know, man. I think his agent would disagree. I'm like
Rashad Bateman 3 for 17. Mark Andrews 2 for 15. It was rushing. J.K. Dobbins 13 for 41. It was literally the Lamar show. If Lamar's not doing everything on that team, nothing happens.
They were playing the Bills, though. The Bills are a good team. They got a good defense.
What did they announce at that press conference today?
Nothing. They were talking about like players coming back from injury. And Jimmy Smith is retiring. The Bills are good, but I don't think the Bills are as good as what was put on paper. As like, because I still think they're a good team and probably a Super Bowl favorite right now. But like week 1, and then who they beat week 2 that they beat the hell out of with Tennessee. Like the Rams don't look good, and the Titans don't look good. They beat the fuck out of them as they should have. But then the last 2 weeks, it was like, oh, we lost to the Dolphins, who I think are a good team, but didn't look remarkable. And then this week they barely won.
Baltimore's defense, man, it's like I know they got young players in the secondary, but like I know they cashed out on Marcus Williams from coming over to New Orleans. He's got 4 picks on the season already, so he's kind of doing his job. But they don't got no pass rushers, man. Like who's there?
No pass rush at all.
Like they let Zadarius Smith go, and they haven't had like a pass rusher yet. Because I know they drafted that Tyus Bowser dude a couple years ago to be like a pass rusher. And I don't think it's really working out with him. Like that front seven isn't that good. I don't
know if Tyus Bowser is there anymmore.
He's not there this year?
I don't think so. He's not. He didn't log a stat, but I think he's gone.
No shit.
Both those picks Lamar threw were bad though too. Like, they were just like not in very good spots. And one was a tip, fine, like not on him, but like that one was really, really bad. Where
the last one,
he was like staring down the gun, and you knew exactly where that was going, and it was like, woof. But that play is part of the reason I think Greg Roman got to be on the hot seat, because like you just ran a straight drop back from like the 10. Like
No kind of trickery, no running option, nothing. Just straight drop back and make it happen.
To your point, it needs to be that, like, what was the year that the fucking Broncos and Noodle Arm Peyton Manning won the
2017, I think,
or whatever that was? It needs to be that kind of offense where Lamar goes up to the line and he goes, "We're gonna pass, or I'm gonna run. Not we're gonna run. I'm gonna run.
I'm gonna run.
Yeah, or I'm gonna throw it." And that's it. Like he needs to go up there and just call them. I think they are both over and under thinking it, and they are wasting like his prime year where he could be out. You can tell because he's going into it, and they are he is overthinking or like fucking himself somehow where he like is going to it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, it's nasty business. The
Bills looked so great last week, though, man.
They did, but that's also the thing. I feel like they do the same thing, and it's like, are we playing a team that's going to work on? Yes. Are we playing a team that we have to make an adjustment? Yes. Now we don't have an adjustment to make because Greg Roman's never really even when he had Cap, they kind of went in with here's what we're going to do today, and if it didn't work, that's when you'd have those Seahawks games where they're scoring 17 points or 7 points, and then they're dusting everybody else. But it's like. If Cap doesn't have a good game, we ain't really doing shit. Same thing with Lamar.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine you're that good of a play caller if your best weapon that you can seem to utilize is your quarterback running 12 times.
Yeah. And then on the other side, their defense has been the hottest that you have ever
Yep.
I mean, Josh Allen's a fucking Terminator, so we can't.
He really is.
Yeah, he god damn, man, he just looks unstoppable out there. But you held him to what was he 19 for 36? He only threw 200 he only had 213 yards. Those are the games that you got to close. You got to close when he's out there just fucking around, but. I think you're right. I watched the all 22 of that game, and they just looked stuck. They're running, and they should be passing. They're it was just not good.
Yeah, they could, and that shit like that be making me jealous when you watch the prime examples Andy Reid. But when you watch a coach who's in his fucking bag and willing to take some risks and knows his personnel, you watch and you're like. Why doesn't my team do this stuff? Why don't we run a little trick? Why doesn't every running quarterback do the thing Pat Mahomes does where he shovels it to somebody diving because he looks like he's about to take off and he might throw and he might run and then Travis Kelce catches a shovel pass for a touchdown? Every team with a good running quarterback should be doing that. And it seems like only one team seems to figure out a way to do it and make it look
that flag football offense? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you got Mahomes. Lamar Jackson would be the best flag football player to ever touch the face of the earth. Play a little bit of flag football with him. But also get players that aren't ass. I'm still of the thought process that they have had 2 good receivers his entire time there, not including Mark Andrews. They haven't given him any talent on the outside. I don't think any. I
do think they got a little bit of talent now, though. I kind of like Rashad Bateman. He has ability.
Rashad Bateman's decent, but
flashes.
You got one quarterback,
number one guy though. They do.
Yeah, you got one receiver who's your one who should be a 2, and your number 2 is a dude who before this year. Only return kicks, never touch the field of receiving. That's your go-to guy now. Led your team in receiving yesterday.
Get him a Jamar Chase or a Tyreek Hill or somebody.
Yeah,
yeah.
And it almost don't even got to be get him a George Pickens. Get him one of these guys where it's I feel comfortable giving you the ball.
I thought they was going to try to trade for Metcalf before Metcalf got paid. That's what I thought they were going to try to trade for.
Some sort of option, the game we're about to talk about now. The quarterback might stink, but hey, Arizona went and got Kyler 2 massive weapons that he can work with. Give him a chance. If he sucks, he sucks. But why aren't you trading for Hollywood Brown? Why aren't you asking? Oh, you got rid of Hollywood Brown. I forgot. Dickheads, I hate this team.
Well, because Hollywood Brown be dropping shit though.
He doesn't seem to be dropping shit anymore.
Yeah,
he be catching everything now.
He be warm,
but yeah. I probably watched 48 seconds of Cardinals Panthers. That's one of those games that don't look right watching on TV.
I refuse. The only thing I liked about that game was I saw a cutaway and they had the Ultimate Warrior font in the fucking end zone. It said Panthers in the Ultimate Warrior font, and I was like, I could. Cool. Oh no, wait, I got tricked, and I turned it off.
I'm out of here. Kyler looked decent, 23 for 32, 207, 2 touchdowns, 1 yard or 1 pick. What did the worst quarter? Baker, 22 for 36, 197. You can't throw the ball 36 times and have under 200 yards. You can't do that.
He had 7 balls batted down at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, I did see they were like JJ swat his back.
Yeah, 7 batted. Fucking JJ Watt came off of a defibrillator and batted down.
He got revived and was like, I need to play football.
Captain America said he had an AFib, fucking whatever the and
you're not kidding. Oh my god.
No, I am not joking because JJ Watt would never do anything without announcing it on Twitter. Fucking motherfucker. And he said he had his heart reset because he was playing in that there's no way he wasn't going to play, and he batted down 2 balls in that game. Yeah, they batted down 7 fucking passes in that game.
Go be a family man.
Baker Mayfield is short.
It's crazy that like the thought for a lot of people was like coming into the season, Baker's in a new situation, he's got weapons, he's gonna look better. He looked worse than he did before, which we should have known because he's on a worse team. Like he looks substantially worse than he did last year, even when he was hurt.
I thought he would be kind of cool though, because like
everybody did.
Dude, I like the Panthers. I like the Panthers' weapons. You got McCaffrey. You got my man DJ Moore to go. Who's the other receivers they got?
Robbie Anderson.
Robbie Anderson's a cool little speed weapon. I like my man
Laviska Shenault, who they use as a running back.
The guy from I thought he was going to be playing this year, a little doing this thing from LSU. What's my man's name? Terrace Marshall Jr.
Terrence Mitchell. Terrence Marshall. Sorry.
I thought I was like, man, Baker going through a good little situation, man. But
how many times do you think Christian McCaffrey carried the ball yesterday?
What, like 20? You got to get at least 20, right? He didn't get 20 carries?
Nigga, he had 8 carries.
What?
And he had 9 receptions.
Okay.
81 yards and a touchdown.
Okay.
How do you have arguably the best offensive weapon in the league? And he touched the ball almost 40 times, so sure. 8 carries. You're not trying at that point. I don't understand what teams think. Like, give your best player the ball. Christian McCaffrey should not have 8 carries.
McCaffrey looks cool, but like I don't think he don't got that breakaway speed, and watched him get caught a couple times.
I guess he don't need everything. Don't got to be a breakaway. Just give him the fucking ball.
But like, he used to be out of there on some of them runs.
You guys both seen the video of them asking DJ Moore about Matt Rule said they got to get on the same page as the quarterback. And he was like,
I mean, he did have 9 catches. He had 9 catches for 81.
No, yeah, for sure. That's what I was saying. But I asked Jamal how many carries he thought he had, and he said 20, which is what he was getting last year when he was such a high volume guy. You're giving him 20 carries and still giving him 8-9 catches, which I feel like is adequate when you have Baker Mayfield playing quarterback. Get him away from the ball. He was a Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah. Nah, Matt Rule might stink.
Mine's doing a lot of work in that sense.
I think doing the heavy lifting.
I think they said he's like 1-30 or something when their defense gives up more than 17 points.
It's 1-27 or some shit like that. I saw that stat too. It's something
that's
crazy.
A Matthew Stafford stat, buddy.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's no bueno. That's no bueno.
Shout out to Brian Burns. He had 2 sacks. Florida State. Woo woo.
We got 2 more to get through before we get to our games. We already talked about Packers. Did you guys watch that Chiefs Bucks game?
Yeah, I was watching some of it.
A couple minutes of it.
I
turned it off when I was like a lot to a little. When Patty did the fucking underhand like jump. I don't know how the fuck he did it. Fuck him. He's it fucking sucks that Pat Mahomes is in our division. It really sucks, honestly, that the Chiefs as a whole are in our division. Because you watch him, it's like, fuck, I really want to watch this. Because like that pass he had where he did like the stop, both toes on the fucking line of scrimmage and just tossed it into the back of the end zone. I feel like that's the kind of shit that I feel like it makes him the best quarterback of all time. Because the fact that you have the fucking steel magnolias to drop that bitch in the middle of the game against the best defense in the league, and it works so frequently that we don't really give you shit for doing it. Imagine if Daniel Jones did that, even if it was a touchdown.
somebody would be at his door tonight. Like, I'm gonna fucking murder you. Pat Mahomes doesn't. We're like, yeah, that really makes fucking sense that he decided
Carson Wentz does plays like that, but they just end up in like pick sixes and shit.
They end in pick sixes, yeah. Now, Pat Mahomes is the best player to play quarterback, I think, ever. And
he's a motherfucker, man. Like you watch it and you're just like, God, of course, goddamn motherfucker. And you look at Andy Reid and you're like, man, put that fucking IHOP menu down. You
oh my God.
Damn, man, where was that on that IHOP menu? And it wasn't. It wasn't anywhere else.
He just made it up.
That play was busted, and Patrick Mahomes just like, I see him, and then he throws that shit like a ping pong ball, and it's like,
Yep. I as a person that's a fan of a team where I like to tell people my quarterback's better than Pat Mahomes. I watch him do shit like everything he did that game is like, no, there's nobody. Like, we can lie and say we think it's Josh Allen. It's Pat. Like, Pat's that guy. I don't care what Aaron Rodgers does. Fuck Tom Brady in all 7 Super Bowls. Pat's that guy. He's really that guy.
He could put it anywhere, man. Like, he could put it anywhere, and he sees shit, and he's out there having fun. You can tell that he's having fun the whole fucking time.
Yep.
That's the thing I think that's missing is, like, some of this shit is a job, and some of it is just like, man, I'm just out there fucking balling. He's just always out there balling. Like,
nonstop. Even, like, there were times last year where they were, like, not playing so well. I was like, man, Pat's throwing picks and shit doesn't look as good. And you look at his stat line, and you're like, he went 23 for 40 and had 300 yards.
His down year was still better than Josh Allen's year last year, like, numbers-wise.
Yeah. No, Pat's different. Tom, if you look at the stat sheet, 392 for 52, 385, 3 touchdowns. Look good. Every time I looked at the TV, didn't look good. He did some things, I guess, but didn't look good.
He was fucking mad. They were getting blown out the whole game until the very end. Yeah. I cut it back on, and I was like, oh, shit, are they going to come back? And then I watched him turn it over one more time, and I was like, oh, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, they were getting cumstered. It was not a good look.
That age is starting to show finally a little bit. Like, it's clearly, like, there now. Like, he can't move around at all. Like, he couldn't move really like that before, but he's like a statue back there now, man. Like,
this just in though, Mike Evans still a baller.
Mike Evans is good. 8 for 103, 2 touchdowns.
He caught that one touchdown where he fucking that quick hit, and then he fucking caught it over the middle, and the dude bounced off of him like a fucking pinball, and I was like, oh, Mike Evans still very good at football.
Very good.
He just can't do anything against Marshawn Lattimore. That's all it is.
And Marshawn Lattimore can't lock down anybody but Mike Evans.
Hey,
it's kind of crazy.
Just like Mike Crabtree had his Aqib Talib, Mike Evans has his.
I get that. Like, obviously, you got to throw the ball a lot when you're trying to come back. You're down in the game. You got to throw the ball a lot. I'll never understand looking at a stat sheet and seeing, okay, you lost by 10. You were trying to come back, so you ran the ball a total of 6 times. Like, the other team, when you have to pass because you're coming from behind, they know you have to pass. There's runs available. And you're just like, well, it's not going to help us score quick enough. Running the ball 6 times, we're not even thinking about the run anymore. You can't come back like that. It's never going to work.
Leonard Fournette had -3 yards.
That's crazy.
Touchdown, Lenny.
Fortunate.
3 yards.
Still had a receiving touchdown.
Oh, okay.
Touchdown, Lenny. Lives to see another week. Yeah, the Chiefs are on a fucking mission, and it really sucks that my team was so close to beating them and didn't, because that's going to come back to bite us in the ass sooner rather than later.
I hope we don't lose by 40 fucking points. God damn, man. Monday night, everyone's going to be watching. I mean, those games are usually kind of close, but
What games? When y'all play them?
Yeah.
When you guys stomped on their emblem, didn't they come out and beat you like 50-0?
No, we beat them that game, and the next game we lost by 28.
Okay, that's kind of close.
Oh, hey, I do remember that when you guys was dancing on their emblem.
No, you didn't beat them that game. You beat them, and then you took the victory lap around the stadium, and then the next game you stomped on the thing.
No. We went into fucking Arrowhead, and we beat them. That's when they stomped on the shit, and fucking John Gruden said, run it around 3 times. Then the next game, they came to Vegas, and they beat us by 28.
Okay. I might have to do some research just to be sure.
That sounds right. I do remember that.
We beat them more recently than you guys. That's all I gotta say. At Arrowhead.
Have you beat us more recently than we beat you guys? It sucks to suck you, bitch. All right, next. Speaking of, the Las Vegas Raiders put numbers on the board. They are 1-3. They just win, baby.
Hey,
just win.
1-0, baby. Hey, we don't look in the past. We only look in the future.
Okay. I see the vision. What are your thoughts after watching this game? Other than, let me tell you guys real quick. Somebody badgered me in our fantasy football league all week to trade them Javonte Williams, and I ended up not doing it because I was like, I don't want to trade you someone who's going to win you your league, and I'm going to have to watch it. I'm going to be mad. And then Javonte Williams scored 3 points and then tore his ACL.
Yeah, his ACL is in 17 pieces. I myself tried to move him. I was a person on the other end trying to move him right before the game because I didn't want the bad juju of starting him against the Raiders. And then I did anyway. And then, I'm still going to win, which is fine. But I'll tell you what, our defense fucking stinks beside that front four. Max Crosby is a fucking animal. But other than that, we couldn't stop a toddler.
Deal.
It's really bad. Like our fucking linebackers. So we had our best linebacker go out with a fucking concussion, which sucks. And then our secondary is terrible. We were very lucky to not let Russ cook enough. He was cooking a fucking TV dinner yesterday, so that was fine. But there was a couple of points yesterday where they scored that touchdown and they got down by 7. And I was like, oh, here we go. Same old fucking bullshit. And then we found a way to get a stop there right at the end. But Josh Jacobs looked like a fucking man yesterday, which was great. He looked like a fucking monster. And then I texted you guys, Melvin Gordon fumbling, our iconic duo, because he fucking, I don't know what his problem is, but he cannot hold on to the football.
I don't understand. Is it like a mental thing for certain guys? Because there's certain guys he's a big guy, he's strong, like he's a good runner. Literally every stop, he did that, and we lost multiple games when he was on the Chargers because he fumbled the fucking goal line. Like, how do you do this so regularly?
He was standing
from time to time.
Like there was just a guy who ran up and grabbed the ball with 2 hands like this, took it away from him.
And he's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your guys' stat sheet. I feel like it's never a good sign when your DBs are leading your team in tackles. 6 of your 8 leading tacklers yesterday were safeties and corners. That means they're getting busy on you.
Dead giveaway. Yeah, no, it was
dead giveaway. Devontae Adams, him and Derek be going through like a lover quarrel. Some weeks he's just like, I'm not throwing you the ball. Some weeks he's like, I'm gonna throw you the ball 26 times.
Sometimes it gets bracketed by a safety, and sometimes he doesn't. I'll tell you what, the big loser in all of this is Darren Waller. He has gotten iced out. Yep. To all you Darren Waller drafters or people who bought his jersey like myself and have not been able to wear it because you're embarrassed, I salute you. I'm sorry.
It's tough. And I feel like this is a pretty regular thing where we basketball, football, baseball, any sport, we're like, oh shit, they got this group of guys together. It's going to be the best thing ever. And then we see it, it's like, your guys' passing offense isn't better than it was last year. You just replaced Darren Waller's targets with Devontae's, and they're putting up the same numbers.
This is when we were like, oh my God, LeBron, Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook. This is it all over again. Yeah.
I remember only saying negative things about that. Never said it good. Not once. Derek Carr, 21 for 34. 188 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, which is great in a game where you win 32-23 and your quarterback plays like absolute dog ass. Gotta love it.
Damn, Josh Jacobs really carried.
We have the best kicker in the NFL, and then Josh Jacobs actually woke up and was like,
and then you guys
Jacobs today. Yeah.
You had an 85-yard scoop and score?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon's probably scored more points for other teams than he scored for you guys. Or for them, I should say.
I do not understand it because he looks the part.
He used to be pretty good.
Yeah. He cut his hair, so he's faster, all of that.
Oh, that's why he's not good no more. He cut his hair.
Yeah, probably is.
The Simpson and Delilah shit. Yeah. I don't know, but I do not get it. His arms are big as fuck. I do not know how he does not hold on to the ball. He does not hold on to the
He's too buff. That's why. He can't hold on to it.
Honestly, I think it is. Remember Robert Turbin used to fumble all the time because his arms were bigger than the ball?
David Boston never fumbled, and he had the biggest arms I've ever seen in my life.
Who?
I don't know.
David Boston. You can look that up.
Oh, boy. You like black and white. You like black and white so much because that's what you grew up watching football in. My God.
David Boston was playing the black and white era. He was black, but he did not.
Sure. Russ cooked 17 for 25, 237, 2 tutties, 4 carries, 29 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, that's a good game. That's not bad. They do big as fuck.
Max Crosby was in his motherfucking ass yesterday.
Yes, he was. Oh, God, that wasn't a great game to watch. So, hey, who do you guys play next week?
The Chiefs of Kansas City.
Oh, yeah.
On Monday night.
You going to watch the Manning cast for that one?
Fuck no.
Oh, my. All right, any more thoughts on that game before we move on?
Hey, man, you can only play the people who are on your schedule. That's all I'm going to say.
That's a fact.
Jackson, you can only lose to the people on your schedule, too. Hey, all right, I'm going to talk about another team that won yesterday on this podcast because there's only 2 if you hadn't caught on to that part already. And honestly, we didn't deserve to win. We went into the half 27-7, up 20 points, feeling good. Didn't score another point until the fourth quarter because similar to like I was saying with like having a bad offensive coordinator or a bad coach, you watch other teams do all this really cool stuff, and then you watch your team and it's like run, pass, cool. Oh, very basic route concepts, cool. That's great. Fortunately, Austin Eckler decided to pull an Undertaker and rise from the dead this week. 13 carries, 60 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then he had a receiving touchdown, 6 for 49 through the air, one touchdown. Mike Williams
fantasy this week.
earning his money.
Win me my fantasy league this week. Thank you.
Mike Williams or Austin Eckler?
Mr. Eckler.
Austin Yesler. Yes, he did. Yeah, same here because I had some dog shit out there. But yeah, I mean, he didn't have only 4 carries this week, which is good. Giving your best players the ball. I didn't play Brandon Cooks, and I fucking should have. That brother was on fire. 7 for 57, so not a crazy stat line, but he had a touchdown. Nico Collins caught like a 45, 50-yard bomb on JC Jackson's head. Yeah, JC Jackson's been getting comfort quite a bit this season. Not like it. Damian Pierce looked as promised.
On my bench.
It looked,
on my bench. I even
14 for 131. And I had to keep doing you know how you lie to yourself and come up with excuses. I'm like, well, I mean, shit, 55, 70 of that was on one run. So that's not even like he wasn't popping like that. I mean, shit, he only had a 75-yard touchdown right up the middle of the defense.
Hey, man, I texted you earlier. If it wasn't Davis Mills out there, you guys would have lost by 2 touchdowns. Like, that game was ferocious in the second half, but
it was. We were beating the brakes off them in the first half, and I'm like, oh,
absolutely.
We took shots at halftime. I'm like, God damn, I could just chill for the rest of the day and just watch other teams play. And it was like, oh, okay, we gave a touchdown. That's cool. Oh, another one immediately after. Oh, fumble. Okay, got it. Yeah, Davis Mills, 26 for 35, 246, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. He looked solid enough. Not solid enough to win.
Last pick though, like right before halftime, they were driving in, and it looked like they were going to score. And I thought it was like, oh, the tide is about to turn. And they threw that fucking pick right before halftime, and I was just like, woof. And then that was
that. Yeah, I don't know. Tyrod Taylor probably wins that game for them, but fortunately they don't happen.
Incidentally, that's exactly what happened in the Jags game as well.
Oh, I'm so glad we're going to talk about that now. Go Chargers! We won. We're 2-2. Jamal, it's a good Twitter day for Jamal, and I might have you tell this story. When somebody blocks Jamal on Twitter, that means he was in his bag, and Jamal got a Swift blocking from someone he listens to every day. So that was cool.
Christian Kirk blocked you on Twitter or what?
No, it's this dude. This guy, he's like a co-host of this like the Troll Willer show. It's this goofy Jeffrey Dahmer looking motherfucker. He's been I'll send you a picture of him. Like he looks like he's like 47, but he's 27. But yeah, like he's been like dick eating the Jags and talk about, oh man, I think they're gonna make a wild card appearance, and I'm the team. Goofy looking white dude, whatever. And then he's just talking like, oh man, this is a piece of shit team. They're never going nowhere. Trevor Lawrence has won 3 games, and he's lost 3 fumbles today. I'm like, dude, like we're like
4.
Yeah, he ended up losing 4 fumbles that game. But I'm like, dude, like we're only down by 6 points, and like we got 5 turnovers right now. Like it's still a winnable game. Get the fuck out of my mentions. Talk about winnable games and all this stuff. Just talking to me crazy. Like
What'd you call him to get blocked?
Nothing. I don't even think I called him anything. I was gonna say some shit, but I've already had my account suspended a couple of times, and I don't want my Twitter account to get sniped. So he was just tweeting me whenever like they would score or like turnover, and then I tweeted him like when we scored a touchdown, and then I didn't say nothing crazy. I think I just said he was like weird or creepy.
Yeah, you were very tame
or something like that. Yeah, no, like dude, like
this guy's just a hater.
Yeah, hey, Jamal, like I fuck with like the show he's on. Like he's funny on there. Like he's cool and all. Like I've interacted with him before on Twitter. He was just being weird, and he was just like he has like a little internet following. So he got like these little weird motherfuckers like liking all his tweets and like tweeting me and all this stuff. Like, dog, get y'all dick-eating asses out my mention, you fucking weirdos.
Sent the army after you. That's
yeah.
You said that the Eagles are one of the best teams in the league, and your mentions just got flooded with people like, LOL, one of the best. Like they're not 4-0 and haven't beaten everybody, but.
And like honestly, like yo, man, we just got like, man, like I think Doug Peterson's a good coach, but hey, Nick Sirianni did his thing, man. It's like, all right, and so
honestly, aside from that, if you fumble the ball 4 times, you're probably not winning the game. Like you can't win games fumbling 4 times and through a pick.
Like, hey man, he's a young quarterback. You gotta take your lumps with him. Like this was like an outlier for how he's looked this season. Like,
for sure.
Like I'm still not like out on him. Like he didn't look bad throwing the ball. It's just, dude, this motherfucker was like me, but it's like you can't give him all the excuses for that because it's like Jalen Hurts fumbled that bitch 4 times.
First half, you guys look fucking great.
Man, dominant. That just shows how big momentum is in football, man. We had hella momentum, and then like after like towards the end of that second quarter, I was like, damn, the momentum is gone.
That pick right before halftime was fucking tough.
He didn't see the dude in the corner, man, because Christian Kirk was wide open, and then Bradbury jumped that bitch.
That was one of the games I watched on meth earlier, and it was fucking. I watched that and I paused it and I was like, God damn it, this is where it all went bad right here.
You know what?
It was a great pick too. That was a good diving pick.
You know what else stands out in that game? They ran the ball 50 times in a rainstorm. Stop throwing the fucking ball. They ran the ball 50 times.
Jamal, do you know how many times you guys ran the ball?
Maybe like 14. I know James Robinson got like 8 carries.
And Travis Etienne also had 8.
Yeah. So like dog, I watched. I'm like, damn, they're running the ball a lot.
Yeah. Miles Sanders had 27 carries and Jalen Hurts had 16. Granted, they had 5 extra possessions, so
that game was one. Dog, that game was won in the trenches, man. Like dog, like they lost their tackle Mailata, and it didn't matter because they ran the ball 50. If you think about how long, like they had to have the ball like 25, maybe 30 more minutes, and our defense probably tired as fuck.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they were just
80 plays or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, they had the ball for 40 minutes. You got that for 20. Twice.
Yeah, see, dude, and like dog, like that read option shit. When you have like a decent back and like just the weapon of Jalen Hurts move, and like Jalen Hurts is like he's not like the same kind of runner as Lamar, but he's still like a talented runner. It's like he's like big and stocky. He can like plant and cut and go. And it's just they ran the ball 50 times.
We mentioned about like there being a week between NFL games makes it really easy for stupid ass narratives to pop up and shit like that. So last week, Trevor balled the fuck out, beat the shit out of the Chargers, and it was we were watching him become a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh, Trevor's arrived. Like
people were starting to dick.
Thought he was. In the same week, we were hearing, well, the Chargers were so banged up, so we don't think they're going to be shit going forward because they're super hurt. And then 7 days later, actually, Trevor's awful. The Jags aren't a good team. They just look kind of good for a few weeks. Not a playoff team anymore. Like shit just went completely downhill. Trevor did look like some shit.
Dog, he just kept this motherfucker just couldn't hold on to the ball. Like, dog, I put on some gloves, you motherfucker.
The he's just running at the ball. You can literally see that he like.
That shit just.
Yeah, that weather looked disgusting.
Dog, it was literally raining the whole game. I'm like, damn, it's been raining the whole time.
It was bad.
Imagine going to that game and your team loses.
Imagine.
I didn't go. I don't care.
Every time I see a game like that, I'm like, you fucking saved up. You're taking your son. It's his first NFL game. And you are like, oh, this is the one game we're going to all season. And then you show up and it's that piece of shit. And then you fucking, oh, God.
Oh, God.
I couldn't imagine.
Nah, hey, man, Philly's really good. Like, Jalen Hurts didn't lose that game. He did his part, made plays when he needed to, didn't turn it over. Hey, man. Hey, Philly, they got to be the best team in the NFC.
They're pretty good, man.
Easily. Another example of what I was saying about Lamar. Hey, go get your quarterback who you have questions about. Go get him A.J. Brown and see how it turns out. Turns out it's pretty fucking good.
And a Devontae Smith.
Turns out
and a Goddard.
Really good.
Turns out
and a great O-line.
Yeah.
They got a great roster, man. Like, they're good. Like fuck.
Casey, you're never going to get whatever sentence out that you're trying to get.
Oh, my fault, man.
Jamal's timing is impeccable. He's like, you're about to shut the fuck up.
I'm frustrated.
Not again. Say it while he's laughing.
Let's move on. It doesn't.
All right. Jesus Christ. This is why I guess we could. Recording shows in person would eliminate a lot of double speak. We're not going to go over any of next week's games, but it looks like another pretty shitty slate of football. We get Cowboys-Rams, so that'll be a great game that everybody in the country is going to watch.
Rams just got fuck out tonight, so that's good.
Yes, sir. I'm expecting it. Cooper Rush might go 4-0. I can see it happening. Jets, Dolphins, Bills, Steelers, Jags, Texans, Chargers, Browns, Falcons, Bucks. There's next Sunday also looks like a good pumpkin patch week.
Some butt, yeah.
Yeah, looks like a good time to go to the apple orchard. All right. Well,
Bengals, Ravens might be okay.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see what version of the Bengals decides to show up to play that game. Oh yeah, Sunday night. Yeah, that'll be a decent game. Well, yeah, that's week 4. You got our hot takes, our quick wraps. Casey did film study. When's the last time you studied before today?
It's been a minute. I'll tell you that.
Okay. 98, maybe.
Just wanted to take it serious. Nah, like 03, maybe.
Okay, understandable. Well, yeah, that is it. If the episode comes out late, blame Jamal. His Twitter handle is. Oh, that's what I wanted you to talk about, Jamal. Can you tell us why you got? Can you refresh my memory and tell me why Adam Schefter blocked you?
Oh, I said Adam. So do you know about Adam Schefter's wife? Like his wife. She was a widow of a 9/11. Like,
oh yeah, I have.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, like so.
Did you say that didn't happen or what?
No. No, I said his whole life is based off of a lie, and he's only got married because her original husband died a hero, and you just slipped in.
Didn't you also call him a cuck?
You said, you said jet fuel can't fucking melt steel beams.
Yeah, I like, dude. If your wife's husband wasn't a fucking hero, you'd be lonely and sad. Like, you preyed on a woman that was like in grief. You know that's what he did.
He said all these. You couldn't even get all those characters in one tweet. This was like 8 tweets.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like dog. Like, dude, he preyed on a woman. Like, damn, my husband just died at 9/11, and you know he got money.
You know how many followers he has? Like, he gets hella replies to everything. He had to see that and was like, "What the fuck? I'm blocking this guy."
Fuck this.
Oh shit! I love that story. I started somebody
great story.
Because you were talking about, somebody was talking about you getting blocked. I was like, having Jamal getting blocked on Twitter is a great football Sunday. So I started telling the story at work today, and they're like, "Wait, why did Schefter block him?" I was like, "Well, you know how his wife is a 9/11 widow," and everybody in the room went, like, "Holy shit!" I didn't have to tell the rest of the story. They're like, "Never mind, we don't want to hear it."
Remember when Mike Williams blocked me?
I do.
Mike Williams, the running or the wide receiver for the Chargers?
No, the
other
Mike Williams.
Oh, USC Mike Williams.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I remember he told them that his house was bigger than their school.
Nah, cause I was like, dude, like Mike Williams fucking sucks. Like, how's he in the league? He like, I remember he was like on the Titans. He showed up like 300 pounds at camp, and then like, yo, I put screenshots of everything on Twitter. I have to go back and find it. Michael Vick had a catching rating higher than him on Madden. I was like, yo, this nigga sucks.
And he searched his name and saw them tweets, and they got at it.
And he was like just tweeting us.
My dad went to USC, and he like fucking he'll ride for anybody. Even he was like, man, this guy stinks.
This brother stinks.
This brother stinks.
My goodness.
And he was just subtweeting like, oh, I see why people in Seattle talk about people from Tacoma like this and all that stuff. Like, you fucking pussy. I'm like, bro, you're only on the team because fucking you be cutting Pete Carroll's grass. He owed you a favor.
Oh my goodness. I think we're gonna end every Monday show with another story of Jamal getting blocked on Twitter. I know for sure there's enough.
We gotta we gotta close every show with I sent this in the text earlier, but it's the bad beat. What was the game that blew your ticket?
Oh, the fucking Lions.
Mine was this fucking Rams game. Good God.
Fortunately for me, I followed Jamal's advice and quit gambling cold turkey. So there was no bad beat for your boy. And looking at the scores, pretty much every ticket I would have put in, I probably would have lost on. So I'm happy I did.
Oh, you didn't bet this week at all?
Fuck no.
Oh, I did. Hey, can I tell you about something really disgusting?
Of course we know you did. Of course you did. You can't help yourself.
Yeah. I want to take a bath in it. Tell me.
So I wasn't going to, right? But I had a dream Saturday night that we won.
Sarah's Targaryen over here. He had a dream.
I had a dream.
So you know Martin Luther King in the fucking casino, dog.
I was at Emerald Queen at 4:30 a.m.
That the Jets will cover?
No. What the fuck did you just say?
I drove up there at 4:30 a.m. Cause
did you work on Sunday?
No, I didn't work Sunday. I don't work Sundays like that. Cause I was like, dude, like, cause I know there was a London game. I was like, oh, cause I woke up and I'm like, damn, I need to know if Alvin Kamara is gonna play or not. And like, I know if like I go to sleep, I'm gonna miss like Alvin Kamara being in or out. And I was like, bro, I need to go to Emerald Queen and put these tickets in right now. So I took out $60. I made a few parlays, and then I was up there at like 5 a.m. and I almost hit one parlay. I had a 6-leg, and the only one that fucked it up was the Lions. I picked them at -3.5 or -4, whatever it was, but it was like 20 to win like 600 and something bucks. It was like spreads and everything, and then I just fuck gambling. But yeah, I'm done. I'm taking 2-3 weeks off now. I need a break.
The fact that you got up at 4:30 a.m. makes me think you're not going to be able to stop. You're definitely in the stage of I can stop whenever I want of the addiction process.
I can do it. Because I'm not going to go up there next Sunday. I'm not gambling this Sunday. You know why? I'm not gambling on my birthday. That's addict behavior.
You're definitely going to gamble on your birthday. I don't believe that you're not.
That definitely was like the best case to make. Like why would you gamble on your birthday? But
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
you're definitely going to talk yourself into like, man, I could win a little bit of extra money for my 31st birthday. Oh yeah. Man, I want better for you. Going to the casino at 4:30 a.m., especially because like I've been at the casino at 4:30 a.m. before and working. There's nothing good. Nothing good.
No business being like anywhere near there.
That's the perfect time to get like robbed. I kind of wish you would. Honestly, you probably would have been better for your money to get robbed.
You just feel really bad about yourself. I've been in casinos that late or that early, however you want to look at it. And you're just like, what am I doing? What am I doing here?
Why should I not? Why am I not in my bed?
That's why you have headphones in. Distract yourself.
Don't bet the Rams. Don't bet the fucking Lions. That's your fucking lock of the week for next week.
Oof. Oh my goodness! I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. I'm not. It's so much information.
Nasty business over here.
He's like, well, nasty, man, I could have put some more money in this Monday game. I could have.
Nasty business.
But you're not alone though, because KJ told us the same thing. Mind you, he just had surgery last week. Still keep finding a way to drive himself off Percocets to the casino in a sling. Came into work with a button up on because he's like, I can't put on t-shirts.
An Oxy 5-teamer.
Oh my bro! So he had He had he was like, I gambled less this week. He was like, I haven't gotten paid because I've been out of work. Da, 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 da. I was like, okay. So he pulls out a pocket full of tickets. I was like, you could have had food with that, but okay. Because no, I'm about to win some money. He goes, but I gambled less this week. He had 3 tickets that were $10 to win $9.
Wait, what?
He had 3 tickets that were $10 to win $9 each. I think he hit on one of those. And then he had
30 to win 27. I'm balling.
And then he had a 5-leg parlay that he didn't hit on, and then he had a 3-leg parlay, which he kind of hit on, but the Bills pushed, so they're not going to be a part of that leg. So it's going to be like a $5 ticket to win 16. So basically, what he spent in gas and energy and effort to get to the casino, he won back.
This guy's betting value meals to buy dollar menu shit. Yeah.
Basically, yeah. He like the fact that he thought turning 10 into 9 was like the best use of his money. It's alarming.
That's
alarming.
Possible.
I'm just gonna start taking your guys' car keys on Saturday nights because this is some bullshit.
I flipped a brick into a bag of grass.
This does make me think about how down bad Jamal would be if we had like FanDuel and shit here. Because then you probably would.
I would play less.
Yeah, wait.
No, I think you'd win more frequently.
Yeah, you told me that. You told me that the other day. I don't believe you because I would play a lot more, and I don't bet at all now. So I don't believe you.
I know you would do a lot more because you would see those like Marvin or Mark Andrews over 0.5 catches, and you'd be like, I can't fucking help myself. And now that I know this is gonna hit, let me parlay it. And you'd hit on one little $7 to win 150, and you'd be like, oh, I'm fucking lit. Now I'm in this bitch every week. Yeah, no, you would definitely be gambling more. It would be worse.
Same game,
and you could do it while taking a shit. Ugh.
Same game parlays are the devil incarnate. That's what they want. There's a reason they invented those. It's to take our money. It is to take our money.
Yep. It does make me happy. I remember last year going into the playoffs. Before I never tried to do like player prop parlays and didn't know you couldn't parlay them together. Man, I had one that was a surefire hit. That was like 5 to win 5,000. I was like, oh, bitch, this is not the bust. Because it was like motherfuckers like over 18 yards and shit like that. I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to win so much money. Couldn't parlay them. It was down bad. Oh, all right. Well, Jamal, enjoy editing this episode. Again, if it's late, talk to him. That's week 4. We'll see you week 5. Be easy. Eat a dick. Fuck the Raiders. Peace.